everyone, thank you for joining me here today at Piano Pizzazz. I'm going to be doing the second song in book 2 of A Perfect 10. Alright, so it's called the 1-2 Cha-Cha-Cha. Alright, so probably a lot of you might know that that's like a dance music. It's a Latin dance type of music originating in Cuba around the 1950s. So on my clavinova, I went to the ballroom category because I knew that a lot of ballroom dances include the cha-cha or the tango, and there's a lot of fun little rhythms. I used to play the organ when I was really little. That's how I started taking music lessons, and we had like a little box here that was attached to my organ, and it had all of those little sounds, and I used to love to press those buttons and play my music. And that was before the clavinovas and everything that we have today. That was a pretty old-fashioned type of instrument that I had, but it really introduced me to a lot of fun styles. So that's what I want to show you here today. So I went to my ballroom category and I pulled the song or the style up called the Cha-Cha-Cha. So I'm going to play the song for you with this background accompaniment, and then we're going to dive in and talk a little bit more about it. So here it goes. So that makes your music a little bit more fun when you have a rhythm to practice with, or maybe to perform with. So let's talk a little bit about that. That was kind of fast, right? A little bit fast. So it says to play it with energy. Right up here at the top it says with energy. It gives us a beat that we could practice with. We did it a little slower than that right now, so if you try it after you learn it, try to go as fast as you can. It'll make it more fun. All right, so the first element that I'm going to remind you about, because I know you guys already know these things, are about the two types of rest that we have, okay? So we have a quarter rest, gets one beat. The quarter rest is very important on this song because there's places where you have to rest on both the treble clef and the bass clef, okay? So you're gonna play on beat 1, rest on beat 2, play, rest, okay? And then the next measure goes play, 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 rest, play, rest, play, rest, play, 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 rest. All right, so where you see the rest in both clefs, that's where it's important to lift your hands clearly, right here. See, there's no playing on beat 2 or on beat 4, okay? But then here it changes. You play on beat 1, 2, 3, and rest on beat 4. So you have to be really watchful for the notes or the beats that you play on and the beats that you rest on, okay? So see how they keep changing that up there? Now here at the end of the line, you'll see that they have half notes right here, half rests right here. So you have 2 beats, then you have a 2-beat rest down here, or a whole, yeah, that's a 2-beat rest, okay? Here's the whole rest. All right, so you know that where you don't have any notes in the measure, you're gonna rest the whole time. That's the whole rest. Here though, the left hand, you're focusing on playing that G, and then the right hand plays the G, and the left hand rests. So each one gets a rest and a note, so be watchful for that. All right, so we're going to turn the page. What I notice on the second page are lots of tied notes. In the left hand, you've got your intervals of fifths that are tied over, and so I would just take a pencil and cross that out. Just put an X over that. Then you're going to go on to the next interval, and that's going to tie over as well. So you don't have to play the second one because of these little lines right here are called ties. So you're going to play your fifth here, but just hold it out for all 4 beats. Then play your fourth and hold this out for all, I'm sorry, did I say 4 beats? All 8 beats, okay? So 4 plus 4 is 8. Same thing here, 4 plus 4 here. So hold, play, hold, play, hold. And then here you have another interval, it's a third. See how the intervals are getting closer together? Okay, so hold those out. and then you've got some individual notes here, and then it starts again. All right, so fifths, fourths, thirds, and then over here on the last page of the song, you're having some seconds, okay? So right here, you see how the notes look like they're hugging, they're really close together. Also, one thing about this part, when you get up here, the left hand has to move up one note higher. So on this page, you're in the C position. The low note is C, the higher note is G. So you're in the C position for all of that. When you get over to measure 25 over here, and that's the same as the introduction also. On the introduction where I start playing, you're up one note higher. You're playing those seconds on G and A. The right hand also on the last section, which is the same as the first section here, it starts out with C and E, which is the lower part of your C chord. Like C, E, and G would make a C chord, okay? But we're not going to play the upper note, the G, that we're just playing the C and E. And then can you hear how it lowers down to the E flat here? Okay, and then it raises back up. Okay, so you got a lot of staccato sounds right there. So don't play them slow and draggy. That's not it. You want it to be very light. See, my hand is clearly getting up off of the notes, resting. See all that space between my hands and the keyboard? All right, so that's really important. So the last thing that you might not recognize, and the ending is a little bit tricky. The right hand goes F, G, A, B, C, and then it goes up to the high C. The left hand is going opposite direction, G, F, E, D, C. All right, so I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Thumbs, right hand thumb on F, left hand thumb on G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you play all 5 fingers going opposite direction. Okay, that's called contrary motion. All right. Oh, and it's not staccato, it's connected, slurred. And then they give you 1 beat of rest to get your right hand up to the high C for your little fancy bing little ending there. Okay, so I think that you'll enjoy it. Now I'm going to show you what it would be like if we played it a little bit faster. Okay, so the half note here is going to be at 104. All right, so I'm going to bump the speed up just a little bit on this and see what you think about it. I hope that I can play it at this speed. All right, I'm going to change up the variation. I'm going to put it on variation B this time. And here we go. Let's see what this sounds like. Practicing this week as I did. I like to add little extra things to our music, so if you get a chance to come to my house to work on the song with me, I'll set you up with the cha-cha-cha rhythm, okay? All right, take care. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.